What is up, Critics? In this video, I'm giving you guys a prediction list as to what cars I personally think we'll get for the brand new 2025 December DLC update for GTA 5 Online. For those of you who don't know, in the game code of the Money Fronts DLC last summer, data miners were able to find that this new December DLC is going to be themed around mansions based on the teasers that are coming soon with the drip feed teaser construction and missions, which I've made a separate video covering if you guys haven't seen that as of yet. Also, since Rockstar almost always releases a December DLC the second Tuesday of December, this DLC is most likely releasing on December 9th, but we'll know for sure 100% when the GTA Plus benefits change on November 6th. Now again, at the time of this recording, we sort of have the confirmed theme of this DLC as again, mansions, but we still don't have any confirmed / teased vehicles as of yet. This DLC is most likely going to be the last major DLC update for GTA 5 Online because GTA 6 is releasing next year in May if it doesn't get delayed again. So this mansion update seems like the perfect sort of retirement DLC for our GTA 5 Online characters with some crazy mansions and cars and stuff like that. And I definitely expect, a lot of high-end supercars and luxury cars to go with that theme. But of course, knowing Rockstar, random normal cars are always possible as well. But anyways, remember that the following predictions are speculation. This video is based on a combination of what I think Rockstar realistically add to the game and what the community has been wanting for a while as well. So the way I'm going to be structuring this list is based on the vehicle classes. Now, I will be excluding the motorcycle, open wheel, utility, go-kart classes, etc. since I personally don't think we're going to receive any of those for this DLC. So to start off, for the last 4 DLCs, we have gotten various police vehicles, typically 3 to 5 depending on the DLC. The last one was only 1 with the police bike, but I do think we will be getting some more overpriced police cars in this DLC as well, maybe as a drip feed or something like that. Now, for those of you who may remember, we do have the leaked list from a few years back from the game code, which I'm sure most of you have seen. There are 6 police vehicles Rockstar has up their sleeve that they haven't released yet, and those are a police version of the baddie 801 we have in game, or maybe even a newer baddie, an updated police Buffalo, which Rockstar can maybe utilize the Buffalo STX for this, which we did see as a cop car in the GTA 6 trailers, a police Granger, which Rockstar could utilize the Granger 3600 LX for this. Then we have Police 6, which could be a Ford Taurus police car from the GTA 6 trailers, the updated one. Also a Police Panto, which would be very interesting. And finally a Police Riata, which would be a very cool addition as well. And we also have other cop cars featured in the GTA 6 trailer, like the Ford Explorer police car. Also possible is a Ford Expedition police vehicle using the Vapid Illusion, and maybe even a Dodge Durango based cop car, which is very commonly used by police departments these days. Some others I would like to see is an older Camaro based cop car, or maybe even a Dominator GT based cop car. I don't really see any other possible police cars unless Rockstar does something random, but I guess we're going to have to wait and see. Next, we're going to talk about some of the GTA 6 Trailer 2 / GTA 6 website cars, which with those, it's not basically confirmed that a lot of the recent DLC cars we've gotten are cars ported over from GTA 6, like the Vigero ZX convertible, the Yosemite 1500, the Impaler SZ, the Walton L35, the Bravado Dorado, the Walton L35 stock, etc. So I do believe it's possible we will get some more GTA 6 cars in this DLC. Some of the more notable ones I think are possible in this DLC is Jason's Vapid muscle car that's based on the Ford Ranchero, the updated Bravado Bison based on the 5th gen Ram 1500, the Rancher from GTA 4, the 2nd gen Ram 1500, the 5th gen Ram 3500 Dually, the new Benefactor sedan based on the Mercedes E-Class, the new Pegassi supercar based on the Lamborghini Aventador, an updated Benefactor Dubstep based on the 2019 G-Wagon, the Chevy Sidestep, the new Canis Off-Roader based on the Jeep Scrambler, and a new Karin sedan based on the Infiniti Q45. Now let's move on to some of the other predictions by vehicle class. So a lot of these are repeats from previous predictions, but I do feel it's still possible for Rockstar to add them. So starting off with the supercar class, I personally believe for this Mansion DLC that we will get a new exotic hypercar, such as a new True Fate vehicle based on either the new Bugatti Tourbillon, the Bugatti Bolide, or the older Bugatti EB110. Either one of those three I think are very likely, as I'm sure they've been designed / updated Bugatti based cars for GTA 6 already, so they just port them right over to GTA 5. As for the second supercar, I believe a new one based on the Pagani Utopia is very likely. We haven't had a new Pagani inspired car in over 10 years since the Osiris in 2015, so I think now would be a great opportunity for them to add in a new crazy Pagani hypercar. And for our third supercar, I believe a car based on the McMurtry Sperling is very likely. It's the current Goodwood Festival record holder for the fastest time on the hill climb, and the current king of the Top Gear test track as well. An insanely fast little one-seater, something I can easily see Rockstar adding. And of course, some honorable mentions include the Ferrari F80, the Ferrari Daytona SP3, the Lamborghini Revuelto, the Lamborghini Tememario, the Gordon Murray T50, the Koenigsegg CC850, the Koenigsegg Gemera, the McLaren W1, the McLaren Elva, the McLaren Speedtail, the Porsche Mission X, the Porsche Carrera GT, the Lexus LFA, and the off-road Lamborghini Huracan Storado as well. Now, Rockstar does love to throw curveballs at us. They did that with the last DLC with the car that nobody wanted, the overflaught Suzume. So I think it's possible we can get some other random hypercars that are not that well known, like the Zinger 21C, the Nilu 27, the Pininfarina B95, the Apollo Project Evo, or maybe even the 2024 Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale as well. Moving on to the sports class. So this one is a little difficult as the sports class is so vast with many different types of possible cars they can add, but there are a few main ones that do stand out to me. So I think a new Grotti sports car based on the Ferrari 12 Cilindri could be likely. I know it's not the best looking Ferrari, but this totally looks like something that Rockstar would add, especially for a DLC like this. For our second car, I believe a new Obe vehicle based on the Audi RS6 Avant GT is very likely, considering how limited and powerful it is. For our third vehicle, we have the Jaguar Type 00 concept. This could be sort of like that random meme EV car that nobody really wants in GTA 5 Online, but you could easily see Rockstar adding this strange looking thing. Anyway, some honorable mentions include the Ferrari Monza SP2, the first-gen Acura / Honda NSX, the Evo 8, the DC2 Integra Type R, the E46 BMW M3, the BMW 850 CSI, the Mark III Supra, the Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR4, the Lancia Delta Integrale, the 2024 Maserati Gran Turismo, the Cadillac Celestiq, the Lucid Air, and the newer DeLorean. Alright, now moving on to the muscle car class. So I do personally believe that a vapid vehicle inspired by either the 2025 Mustang GTD or simply the 2024 Mustang GT Dark Horse is very likely. Also likely is just a coupe version of a Dominator GT we currently have in game, which would be nice, but I think the GTD is very likely for sort of like that overpriced rich guy, Mustang. In real life it's like over $350,000, so I think it would make sense for a DLC like this. Next up, I think a proper updated classic Vigero based on the first gen Camaro is very possible. I think it's definitely much needed in GTA Online with proper customization. Some honorable mentions here include the 5th gen Pontiac GTO, the 4th gen Camaro, the 1971 Plymouth Roadrunner GTX, and possibly a Benny's wide-body upgrade for the Buffalo STX, which has been highly requested in the community. And lastly, since we got the SVT Lightning in the last December DLC, which I predicted, although they put it in the OffRoads class for some reason, But anyway, I think it's possible we could get another possible muscle truck like the Ram SRT10 or the Chevy SSR as well. Moving on to the Sports Classics class, so I think a new vapid vehicle inspired by the 1960s Ford GT40 is bound to happen at some point. I know I put it in my prediction videos every time for a long time now, but I'm hoping with how iconic and priceless this car is in real life and the history behind it, I think it would make a lot of sense for Rockstar to give us a car like this in a DLC like this to go in our multi-million-dollar mansion. Next up, I believe a new Ocelot vehicle inspired by the Jaguar E-Type is very likely, or maybe even the D-Type as well. It's one of the most beautiful classic sports cars ever made, and I'm honestly surprised that we haven't gotten either of them in GTA 5 Online as of yet. Now, some honorable mentions include the Ferrari 330 P4, the 1950s BMW 507, the gorgeous Porsche 917, the Porsche 959, the 944, and the 356 Speedster as well. Moving on to the SUVs class, I believe a new Grotti vehicle inspired by the Ferrari Puro Sangue is highly likely. I'm very surprised Rockstar hasn't added it in the game yet, considering they could easily make it the king of the SUVs class and price it very high, but maybe in this DLC it might happen. Next up, I think a vehicle based on the Aston Martin DBX is highly likely as well, since we don't have a Dubachi SUV in the game as of yet. Now, some honorable mentions include the Infiniti QX80, the BMW XM Hybrid, the Mustang Mach-E, the Jaguar F-Pace, a Lexus RX or GX, the Jeep Trackhawk, the Jeep Grand Wagoneer, the Hellcat Durango, and the Lamborghini Lanzador. Moving on to the off-roads class, I believe a new Bravado truck inspired by the Ram TRX is a high possibility, since its direct competitor, the Ford Raptor, we already have in game as the car 4x4. The TRX has been a highly requested truck in the community, especially since we saw the regular updated Ram 1500 model for it in the second GTA 6 trailer. Anyway, continuing, I think a Karen off-roader inspired by the newer Toyota Land Cruiser is pretty likely considering how popular it has become. And I think a new EV off-roader inspired by either the Rivian R1T, the Tesla Cybertruck, or the Hummer EV are likely as well. Some honorable mentions include the newer Land Rover Defender, the newer EV Ford Lightning, the Suzuki Jimny, and the 2024 Tacoma TRD Pro as well. Moving on to the vans class, I believe a new BF vehicle inspired by the VW ID Buzz is very likely. Rockstar could possibly call it the Surfer EV or something like that. It definitely seems like something Rockstar would randomly add. Moving on to the sedans class, I believe the Shyster PMP 700 we saw from the original GTA 6 trailer is still likely. It's of course based on the last gen Chrysler 300, and I think now is the perfect time for Rockstar to add it into the game. Next up, a Genesis G80 or G90 seems very likely as one of those random NPC cars Rockstar does. Now, some honorable mentions here include the Mercedes E63 S-Wagon, the Kia EV6 GT, and some variant of the Toyota Century. Continuing to the Coupes class, so I believe we're finally going to get a newer Enos vehicle based on the Rolls-Royce Sweptail. It makes a lot of sense for a DLC like this. I mean, what's a mansion DLC without a new Rolls-Royce? And lastly, we have the Compacts class. So I strongly believe a new Anis vehicle inspired by some variant of the Mazda Miata is extremely likely. The Miata is a car the community has been wanting forever, and I still can't believe it doesn't exist in GTA Online after all this time. Next up, I believe a new Karen vehicle inspired by either Toyota GR Corolla or the GR Yaris is very likely as well. Some honorable mentions here include the 5th gen Toyota Prius, the AutoZam AZ1, the Honda Beat, the VW Corrado, the Renault Clio V6, the Peugeot P50, or the BMW Isetta. And as a bonus here, I do want to add in the Technomar Lamborghini 63 boat. For a Millionaire Mansion DLC, this seems like something that Rockstar would definitely add, a fun Pegasus boat, or maybe even make it customizable, who knows. But anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and my vehicle predictions as to what cars Rockstar might release in this new 2025 December Mansion DLC update. Now obviously these are just my predictions and I could be completely wrong, but I think I've covered what's very possible based on Rockstar's past releases, the theme of this DLC, and some of what most of the community is expecting for this new DLC. So definitely let me know down below in the comments what vehicles you personally think Rockstar will most likely release. Thanks again for watching guys, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.